Okay, so let's try to achieve that test case which we are talking in our previous lecture. I hope you guys had given a try on automating that. So if not, let's do it now. So let me click on picker view and then I'll take screenshot on, I'll just refresh so that it takes a screenshot of it. Okay, so now I want to enter 220 here. So right now it is 205 selected, right? So I want to move that wheel to 220. Okay, so I will spy it out here and then I get something like this, a green. So this is a specific locator what I am looking for. So we have a name, we have accessibility ID and everything. So using this accessibility ID, okay, so I will enter 220 here. That's it. Just find out that entire vertical column. Okay, so whenever you try to spy, you will get entire vertical column, okay, as an object. Grab that object, green color, something like this. So and then you use it in your test. Okay, so before that, so once we have validated the steppers, let's go back again. Okay, let's navigate back to the home page, because I'm not just writing multiple test cases, I want to show everything in single test. Okay, so after coming back, right, so here I just want to use driver dot with an accessibility ID. I need to just select picker wheel, right? So let me copy this. Picker views. So basically we are clicking on that picker view menu to navigate to that specific page. It's picker view, I think. Okay, so let me remove this. Alright, so once we click on picker view, and next let me select name this time. Find element by dot name. Find element by dot name. Yeah, as I said, name might get depreciated. If it is so, then please use accessibility ID instead of this. I just heard from one of their blogs that they are trying to remove that because of some technical issues, but not sure. They are just not still clarified anything. So what is that? Green color component value. Everything is small, right? Okay. Green color compo. Right. So after getting that, just send keys of the required number you want to input there. So here I want to input 220. Okay, so just send that value, or you can use XPath also here, // name attribute equals to value, or label attribute equals to value. Okay, so it's up to you. You can use class name as well. Find element by dot class name as this tag name, but we have 3 with the same class name, right? So this will be in the 0th index, this will be in the 1st index. So you can say driver dot find elements by dot class name with this tag dot get of 1st index. This is at 0th index. Okay, this is at 0, this is 1st and this is 2nd. Get of 1st index dot send keys. So you can identify it with multiple ways. So in our test I am just using name, but it's all up to you. So here it's just color, there is no U. Let me enter 220. Alright, now, and I want to also change this value. Okay, this is red color component value, but this time let's go with find elements with class name dot get of 0th index. Okay, let's try it some different style rather than using a simple accessibility ID, and I want to change this value to 50 so that wheel should come down. So that simply come down if you use send keys. So remember this XUI element type picker wheel. Driver dot find element with class name XUI type picker wheel. Is that correct? Let me cross check. CUI element type picker wheel. Alright. So dot send keys. But we have to say find elements, a plural. If it is, then from elements I want to click on get of 0 dot send keys. Alright, perfect. So when I run this test, it should select and navigate all that. So do we need to have any other validations? Let's also try this. Okay, this let me do with XPath. I want to handle this now with XPath. So yeah, so let's use the name attribute but in the style of XPath, and let me show you. Driver dot find element. Where is XPath here? Yeah. / star, because we are not specifying any tag name. At the rate attribute name equals to, the value will be something like this only, just a color change. Let me select 130. And what was the name it is? It's a blue color, right? Alright, so that's it. So we have successfully handled that with the help of name and as well as XPath and class name. So let me run this test and see how that it goes. So I'll run entire test. So it should execute from the starting that specific what was that starting? Yeah, alerts view pop up. From there onwards it should execute that, scrolling down steppers and incrementing the values, and it should come back and then select the picker view. So end-to-end testing have to be performed. So let's see. So make sure you open your logs parallelly. Okay. Yep, I have got imported and it should start execution now. First test case is done. It's scrolling down, which is second test, and then it's trying to do third one, steppers. So let me, yeah, steppers is done, and you see that 220 and it will increment 55 and 120 will change to 130. Okay, so this is how you can actually tweak the values present in these wheels using send keys concept. Okay, same thing what you entered here, 220, 55, 130, and the output of the previous test case is 201. Okay, so that's about a picker views. So basically these two are the new concepts compared to Android, what I was saying from the previous lecture, scrolling down and the picker views. Okay, and I tried my best to explain what all are they. Okay, so these are the unique features compared to Android, and remaining is same. So I just want you to continue practicing and pick out some other components here. Maybe I have shown you few examples of steppers and all those. Still there are a lot many more, and you can go and just pick out something and start automating. Okay, so if you have any doubt, just ping me in discussion board. I'm always there to assist you. Alright, So in the next lecture, let's see how can we automate in Safari browser. But one simple caution I can give you before that. So if you see the desired capabilities from the next lecture is something different, but I just want you to continue with the capabilities length in this particular section, because this section I have recently updated with the latest videos on the latest version. So from the next video, Safari video, you might see a little bit here and there changes for this capabilities method. Okay, so I'll tell you what are those changes as well. So just don't get panicked that why I'm seeing some difference compared to previous lecture. You just follow these capabilities what I'm talking from last 6 to 7 lectures. Okay, so let me open you. Yeah, I'm just copy pasting this code in my next lecture. So just use that in your system when you are running other tests, even in Safari or iOS. Okay, so you will not see this kind of symbols from the next lecture Safari, but just use it. And that Safari is done on the previous version, but still everything is same except the way we are calling iOS driver. Okay, there is no matter of creating all the videos again because of this one step updated. So I'm just giving you cautious. Follow these desired capabilities and happily follow my next lectures to automate your stuff on Safari browser. Alright, so see you in the next lecture on that. And this, you can download the entire code from the resources tab of this lecture, or the very next lecture I have copy pasted in the notepad. I mean, you will see a text editor with the entire code. You can copy and place a one more copy with you when you are working with them. All right, thank you.